Alright, so Chris and I are just leaving the ferry station. I didn't really film anything up to this point because it was just took the train here to Seattle and then took the ferry across, and it was just kind of like, you know, nailing time targets, and now we're just chilling. So this is like his first big bike trip, and we're gonna head, I'm on my e-bike, as you can tell, and we're gonna be heading up and around the Olympic Peninsula counterclockwise. It's like 330-ish miles. We might go mobbing around in the Quinault area. So stay tuned for that, but that's my little intro. So we're just coming up to the bridge. It's gonna cross over. I think we should cross and then turn left. Here we go. Ba 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 da 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 da. So we just got off the highway. We're on Larry Scott Trail, which is headed through the forest, which is dope. Right, so we stayed at Old Fort Townsend State Park last night, in the middle of the forest. It's beautiful. Now we're on the ACA route, headed to Sequim Bay. Total time today was about 30 miles, 31.7 I believe. We've gone maybe 10, or looks like 7.4, so we've got a ways, but it's nice and early. Hell yeah! Look at that! It's so sweet! Nice and quiet again. So nice.
I like the shade.
I know, the shade feels so great.
I think I'm assuming she was pretty tall, but super skinny. The first one to pass us. I think she was like running behind, like.
She was probably like the person running it, yeah.
Well, I think like, because she was behind everybody up that hill.
Yeah.
And then she came just zipping past us and caught up to the other people.
Yep. Following the right road. All right. There's another cyclist.
Need a beer? I probably shouldn't have hit those.
Yeah.
Where are you folks going?
We're going around the peninsula, but we're headed to Sequim Bay Park tonight. Almost there.
Is that all beer in there?
Oh yeah, of course. We should have followed you guys. The ACA map isn't updated to show that that awesome road you guys are on. We were on the highway the whole time.
Where are you guys going?
Around the peninsula.
Oh. Where are you from?
Portland.
Oh.
Yeah. Starting our day from Sequim Bay. We've got 20 miles of this Discovery Trail on our way to Port Angeles. It's pretty sweet. Just a little bridge we're crossing, but yeah, we're about, I don't know, 2.5 miles into the day. The drivetrain's not very happy. Gotta make some adjustments, but yeah, that's where we're at.
So how far are you guys going? You said 20 miles from here?
We're going, so yeah, Salt Creek is after Port Angeles. We're gonna stop in Port Angeles, probably grab some lunch, and I'm gonna go to a bike shop to see if I can find a replacement mirror piece for my Miracle Mirror. It's my third mirror in 30,000 miles, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about it.
You put some miles on.
Yeah. Yeah, I built this, or this bike has been a work in progress for 7 or 8 years, and I've kind of switched things out, and you know, I consider it to be pretty much exactly how I want it. I mean, it doesn't sound happy, but it's a pretty happy bike. But yeah, took it up to Mount Adams this year already, and around, and then this trip, and yeah. San Francisco last September.
Yeah, that's ripping.
Yeah. And I can rip 40 miles an hour for like 60 miles straight, you know?
No.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a car or a motorcycle.
Yeah. But you know, like I said, I don't use it. I use the power for hills and stuff, you know, like hill climbing. So you just riding to Port Angeles?
No, I'm actually headed up to Hurricane Ridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is that up on the what is it? The Olympic yeah, I don't know. Somebody was mentioning that a couple days ago.
Yeah. Nothing like going from sea level to 5,200.
Oh my God, that's what you're gonna do today, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And then I'll ride we're going to ride back to swim. I started in Shoreline this morning, so
right.
we got 72 miles on already.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I don't mind poking along with you guys a little bit.
Because you know what's ahead, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, pace yourself day.
Yeah.
Not like try to crush it day.
Yeah, this is even one of our shorter days. It's only 42 miles, I think, total today. We've already gone 23, so we're a little over halfway. Yeah, this reminds me of like Idaho, like northern Idaho for sure. Man, that looks so freaking inviting right now. That looks so inviting right now.
Where do we go?
Where are you looking? What are you looking for?
Oh, we're good.
We're going to Salt Creek.
There we go.
That way? Thank you.
Just figured there'd be a bit more of a bike lane.
Careful, guys.
Will do. Thanks, man. So are we. Alrighty, well, this is where we are staying tonight. Salt Creek Recreation Area / World War II memorial place.
We can't find anything we're looking for.
Where's the campgrounds at?
It's giving us directions and we're like, we just want to get to the beach.
Oh, you're going to the beach? You
Well,
don't...
no, probably not.
I'll trade you beach for campground. No, I was kidding. Leaving Salt Creek Recreation Area. Starting out with a massive climb, which is fine. Oh, really good night. I fixed my chain situation, which was that I ran it wrong, so it was kind of rubbing on this like guard thing. So with the help of a neighbor, we figured out how to undo it because I forgot my quick link tool, which is fine. About 2:30 in the morning, I wake up to this like low growl and like a chipmunk like squeaking as it died. So pretty sure it was a bobcat. First mob of the day. Hell yeah. Let's do this. almost to the water again. Bombing through the mountains. Chris is behind me now. We're going to be following the coastline for a while. Caught a little glimpse of it. So I could add a little bit more power, but you know, it's not too bad. It's like, I like feeling the hills too, you know, just not as much. I think though that was the biggest climb of the day. I'm not actually sure. Oh, great, we're getting gravel now. I think I'll wait for Chris right yeah. There's the ocean again. There she blows. Ooh, 9% grade, holy crap, this is gonna be insane. Yeah, look at that. That's Canada over there. You probably can't see it, but there's like a landmass across the water. And that's the RB Canada. Oh, this song sucks. Go away. So I was like listening to SoundCloud while I'm riding with my Bluetooth headphones, just because I feel like it. But like, it just kept getting like, you know, I'd play the next mix and play the next mix, and it just kept getting grimier and grimier and like more robotic. And I was like, no, going the wrong way. I want like ambient, beautiful, naturey stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, had to stop, had to readjust my music situation, back on the road. Chris is quite a ways back, but I'm kind of giving him the opportunity to have his own like most of his day. That's kind of a unique experience, you know? So that's sort of lost when you're traveling with somebody, which isn't a bad thing, but that's why you kind of break off every once in a while and be able to just like zone out by yourself, you know, listen to music or meditate or just think, you know, just kind of get in your own groove. And yeah, so basically just giving him that time right now, let him go at his own pace, and I usually go about a couple miles more average an hour, so I'm going at my own pace, which is good. Got that in mind. Going slower than I probably should, but I've arrived at camp with like 60 or 70% battery like every time, so we're still going only 53.7 miles today, so yeah, not worried at all, but that's where I'm at. Good morning, folks. Left Bogachil State Park a little while ago. Heading to the Quinault area, like Willoughby specifically. It's about maybe probably 8 o'clock in the morning. 8:30, something like that, I don't know. What's pretty cool is when I logged into my camera with my new iPhone, so hopefully the pictures are better, by the way, but it gave me a notification that the time was wrong on my camera, so my iPhone fixed the time on my camera. So anytime I'm using like overlays that have the time, I swear to God, like every single video I've made, like the time has been wrong. So, because then like, you know, like daylight savings time would happen and then it'd be off again. So thanks Apple. Thanks for doing that for me since it's taken me, I don't know how many months. Hey, what's up, folks? Damien here. I'm in maybe a quarter or halfway through our big climb of the day. Using about 450 watts of electricity, and I'm pushing 200, which is usual. I think I mainly just push 200 the whole time. And if I had a lower gear in the front, I could make it even less. Could probably half it again. So that's one thing to note for anybody that thinks they need an 1800 watt DIY bike. It's not true. You can still tour with full load with under 500 watts of pretty steep hills. It really just comes down to how much battery range you have, you know. We're actually coming down to the ocean. Gonna eat lunch at a restaurant and maybe get a charge. And if I do get a charge, then my plan is to mob to our campsite and try to get a good spot. And then Chris will just meet me there. But if I don't get a charge, then I'm just gonna play it by ear and see how it goes. Because I don't wanna like use up my whole battery getting there. I ran it down to about 20% yesterday because of the wind and the hills and stuff. So I like keeping my battery about 30%. I like keeping it happy. It's treating me well, I gotta treat it well, you know? All right, time for an update. So the Quinault area was a bust. It was full. So we're gonna go pirate camp down 101 a little bit farther. Or unrestricted camping, I should say. So that's where we're going. I think my camera is gonna probably die pretty quick, so just wanted to put that update in there. It was cool, the lake was all right. I don't know, I mean, very touristy spot. This little, you know, there's a lodge there. There's always people with, you know, brand new backpacks and hiking gear. It's like they just went to REI and like bought like $3 grand to go hike for like 2 days, you know what I mean? So, probably not the best. Everything always works out. Chris ended up breaking one spoke and then popping another one, but we were able to fish out the nipple and at least repair the one spoke. So he's down a spoke, but we got his wheel trued and tightened and everything, so hopefully it's good. Just gonna take it easy and try to find something cool, you know? I'm gonna use my last little battery power to show you. I'm up on Quinault Ridge Road. You can see the entire valley all the way around. I know this is an action cam, so you probably can't see all of it, but oh my gosh, you can see so far. It's unreal. I came up here looking for a campsite. I dropped my gear off down below, but just looks like this road just keeps going, and honestly I just the road started to get really rough, and there was like huge rocks, and since Chris's wheel isn't doing that hot and I don't really feel like mobbing, you know, really far up this road, potentially damaging his wheel, plus like just running my battery down. But oh my god, look, this is a better shot. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that freaking amazing? Mountain's clear over there. Try to zoom in if I can. Man, it's so freaking awesome. It would be just perfect if there was a turn off here with like room for a couple tents. Man, sleeping up on the ridge. Good morning, folks. Damon here. We left, so where I last picked you up, we stayed up on that ridge. Oh, best night of sleep I've gotten so far. Ground wasn't level, had to move a bunch of little tiny rocks. It was like sinking to one side. Didn't care, so comfy. So quiet, no critters. It was freaking great. So yeah, we're already like a third of the way there, or something like that. It's pretty great. Sorry, I'm just getting grass on my shoe. And this road that we're on is supposedly closed 2.3 miles from the highway, which we knew about because we stopped in Hump Tulips. And the lady there at the corner store told us that this was closed, but we're gonna try it anyway. Look, they built us a little bridge.
I bet they just have like a little culvert or something there.
Yeah. Because you figure with all the RVs and stuff that come through here, like, those signs are probably meant for general traffic. Oh crap. Can we do it? No, we can't, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Alright.
You may want to take your stuff off and take your bike and then come back for your stuff. So.
No, I got brakes. That was a fun little adventure. So we're pretty close. We got one big climb here that we're on right now, and then that's it. This is kind of a fairly steep, steady climb. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know how much this footage is going to be usable. I feel like my chest cam is bouncing all over the place when I'm pedaling. We'll see. We're heading into a town called Montesano, I believe. And then just outside of that is Lake Sylvia. So we're going to try to find a couple things while we're in a town. I'm doing pretty good on everything. For what it is, my bike's working pretty good. Chris's wheel, which has one missing spoke, and I think that's it actually, one missing spoke. Seems to be doing good. It's still straight, so that's always a plus. All right, just rolling into Lake Sylvia State Park, right outside of Montesano. So I think we're gonna make camp, and then we're gonna go back into town and grab some food. It's kind of cool being at a state park right next to a town, because then you have the ability to run and grab stuff if you need to. You don't feel so like you have to grab a bunch of stuff and head out into the wilderness, you know what I mean? Oh, beautiful.
That one doesn't sound in tune.
Tune your wheel, what are you doing, man? Call yourself a professional. Hey, what's up folks? Damien here. This is our last day. We stayed at Lake Sylvia last night, which is amazing. Totally reminded me of like a summer camp type of place with a lake and swimming and hiking around. And camped at this really rad hiker-biker camp. And then we've been just slowly meandering towards Olympia. So now I'm on Highway 8. Chris is a little ways behind me. I didn't download the map for part 2. I didn't really research part 2. I kind of assumed if I was gonna go, that I'd have time during part 1 to do that, and I just never got around to it. So I feel like it's all, like purposeful. Basically in Olympia, so I think we're going around the back way, which is awesome. Get out of my headphones a little bit, get one more breath of nature before we head back into town. This is kind of cool, bombing down into the city. highway. Getting close. Probably, I don't know, a couple miles away, I think. Something like that. It's nice being out on trails despite the leaf blower, which always drives me nuts. Doing pretty good. Nice end to a really nice trip. Yeah, Olympia is pretty cool. It's the capital of Washington, by the way, in case anybody didn't know that. It's, yeah, the Evergreen College is here, Liberal Arts College. Kind of like a lot of people come here for nature type of jobs, like forestry service, wildlife conservation, forest conservation. It's got its interesting places just like anywhere else, but kind of glad to be out of the mean, weird area and come into a nice, peaceful, nice people area. I learned a lot this trip. Learned that I had an extra gear I didn't know about. Would have been nice. Probably got better range. I mobbed up to a safety meeting shop last night. About 10.6 miles round trip. I did it in like no time. Yeah, really good trip though. Lake Sylvia was a wonderful end. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nice weather, nice end. We make it on time probably.